Hello, hello, my friend. Welcome back to Perimenopausal Chats. I'm Gina Liberty, and I thank you for being here once again. Today, I would like to talk about what foundations really are, because I know I talk about foundation, a healthy, strong foundation, but I don't really talk about what a foundation is or what it consists of. And I think I'm going to make this into two parts so that way I don't get too wordy and this gets too long. So, foundations are really the basic support that your body needs in life, no matter what's going on. Okay. It doesn't change when things get crazy and life lifes you. It is just the same support system that you have all the time. It's there all the time. It's something that you can always come back to. It is something that's going to keep you grounded. It is, I'll tell you one thing, it's not sexy and it's not exciting. It is not exciting at all, but it is very powerful and it is very impactful if you can get your own personalized, strong foundation put into place. It will only support you now and in the future, and especially at this stage of life when we are in perimenopause and beyond. All the things just seem to feel like they are harder anyway. And so why they matter more in this stage of life is because our hormones are constantly changing. As you already know, our hormones are very, crazy. They're all over the place. They are just uncontrollable. So your body needs more support. It doesn't need more pressure, because the more pressure you put on, the more your body is going to resist what you're trying to do. So it's going against what you want to do. And so learning now that this season of life requires a different kind of support, not more effort, not more pressure, not more. Actually, less is more. And most women, or this is my experience anyway, is most women skip building that foundation, or they think they have it all done, but there's cracks and there's missing bricks, or they feel like they had a strong foundation, and maybe you did, but when you get to this stage of life, you have to add more bricks and more layers to make it even stronger, to get you through now and postmenopausal for the rest of our lives. When we hit menopause that one day, after that is postmenopause. That's where we're going to live the rest of our lives. And we want to make sure that we have that foundation. We've been taught that harder equals better. And that's usually what the problem is. It comes down to, because we try to jump to extremes to fix everything all at the same time. And it just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way anymore. So if you can wrap your brain around it and you can understand that it's a different chapter, it's a whole different chapter, and it can be very frustrating. I know firsthand, because I feel like you get to a certain place, like you have a baby and you work so hard to get your body and your brain back to where it was pre-baby. And you get to that place, and then maybe you have another child, and then you do it again. And then you go through a health issue and you have to figure things out again. And it's something different. Each stage is going to be different. And you just need to persevere, and you need to be your biggest fan, your biggest advocate, because that is the only way that you are going to keep your sanity and help yourself through this stage of life. I preach easy a lot, because as I get older, I want all the easy things. I want an easy button for everything. I have an easy button back here somewhere. I want the easy button for every single thing that I possibly can. Am I willing to work hard for things? Yes. Do some things take more work than others? Yes. But I want the easiest button for all the things, because my brain is like, I don't want to make any more decisions. I want this stuff just to be like second nature. I don't want to have to think about it. I just want it to be. And I feel like we've been told that if it's easy, it won't work. Easy does not equal lazy. Easy actually lowers your stress, which is super important right now. It's been important before, but we didn't realize until later in life. And we're like, oh, okay, we need less stress because that affects everything, right? So easy lowers your stress. Easy also helps you to create consistency in those habits that create your strong, healthy foundation. And I would like to say that easy is actually strategic in perimenopause. This is the strategy we need to use, because if it's easy, it's going to help us be more consistent. It's going to help us get those habits into place. It's going to help us have a sustainable, healthy habits in place and keep. I think all the way around, easy is good. Easy is good, right? Now, will there come times when your foundations crack or they shift or whatever the case may be? You know, life can happen. You have a big move. You have lots of stress, lots of chaos, lots of out of the ordinary things happening at once. Lifing, right? It does happen, and having that foundation in place now will help you when that time comes, so you don't feel like you are completely losing control, right? So weight gain and symptoms are not you failing. They're just, they're feedback. They're feedback that your support is not completely where it was before. It's feedback that tells you, hey, are you keeping all these things in check? Now, slipping doesn't mean that you're starting over. It just means that you become aware that that's what's going on, and you figure out what is the easiest place I can kind of maneuver and adjust back to my strong foundation. And also, I think I talked about this last week, but excuse the perimenopause brain, but we need a bare minimum plan as well. And I think I might want to put together something. Maybe I'll do a video on that if that's something that you feel like would be helpful to you. Is we will go through maybe a step-by-step and figure out what a bare minimum plan is for you. Although this is very personalized, this is why I coach. Because yes, you can figure things out. You can figure out what you're supposed to do. You can have it all lined out and planned really down to a T. You can get started, and then what happens? Does it fizzle out? Do you get bored? Do you get overwhelmed? That is where coaching comes in, because I am basically going to be, I feel like, holding your hand through the process, and I'm going to keep you accountable until you can keep your own self accountable and you can trust yourself with those decisions and those habits and that foundation. But coaching, to me, I use coaches because if there's something that I can't handle, I can't do on my own, I can't quite get over the hump or figure out why I self-sabotage or why I can't just get past a certain point, I will get a coach, because that coach is on the outside. And I hear this all the time. You can't read the label from inside the jar, and you are inside the jar. So having somebody from the outside looking in, seeing that label, and being able to show you where the cracks are, where you need to fill, where you need to add an extra brick, all of that. That is why I got into coaching, because I see the benefits of it, and not only the benefits of it that way, but also in the benefits of getting there quicker. Because I know we're in a microwave society where we want those things now, right? But I also want to pump the brakes when you need them, because again, if you don't take it slow enough for you, it's not going to be sustainable. And that is the key. We want this to be sustainable. We want it to be the best support for your mind, body, and hormones for your specific life and lifestyle, your likes, your dislikes, all of the things that pertain to you, not somebody else. This is no cookie cutter program that I run at all. I want to be there walking with you side by side and guiding you. And there's nothing better than the feeling of a client saying, wow, I didn't realize that I had it in me to do that. Wow, I didn't realize that it could be so easy. Wow, I thought I had to do more to actually get results. Wow, I feel so good and my clothes are fitting. Just there's so many things. Anyway, that is what I want to talk about with foundations this week. Next week, I want to kind of talk more about what those foundations specifically are, how to work with them, or I guess for lack of a better way to put it, work with those foundations. Oh my goodness. Realness over here. I am super tired. I didn't sleep very well. Again, I'm trying to get caught up. I did sleep better than the night before, but I'm trying to get caught up. And sometimes my brain just takes over and it glitches and I stop talking and I freeze for a minute. So again, this is just realness. I'm not editing. This is me. You'll see me. I'll be the same here as I am out on the street. So anyway, next week I want to talk about more specific foundations, like what that consists of, how we can add them into our lives one thing at a time, how we can do that without doing too much so it doesn't get overwhelming. Because remember, if you didn't hear me on another video, I talked about if you feel overwhelmed, that means you're doing too much. So chunk it down even more and do something even smaller and simpler. So that way you can get on to the next step when you have that one in place. So that is what I have for you today. And I can't wait to jump in next week and talk more specifically on what that foundation consists of and more. So I'm always a proponent of something is better than nothing. And I will preach that until the day I die. It is true in all things. I always say that's key, and also awareness is key. So, all right. We will see you next week. Have a great one, and we will chat soon.